You are you are a primal being. You are a primal human being. A survival machine. The universe literally encapsulated in human form in order to procreate and keep the species alive. That's you. That primalness that led us to this point is being muted in this generation, in this day and age, under this much suppression. We are primal. We're still hunters, we're still climbers, we're still runners, we're still survivors and protectors. But what are you now? What are we now? We're just workers and consumers and customers. We're not tapping into our ancient lineage, into our instincts, into our knowing that we are one. Not only with nature, but with one another. We coincide for every reason under the sun. And we forget this because we're so wrapped up in human affairs. We don't even pay attention to the bird song anymore. It's not telling us anything anymore. It's not directing us where the food is. It's not calling out for us anymore. But our phone calls are calling out for us. Our notifications are calling out for us. But nature doesn't call anymore. At least she doesn't call you, because you don't let her. You forgot. You need to remember yourself to the part of you and the universe that is a primal natural being. One who lives in harmony with nature. One who takes care of nature. One who is ecologically sensitive and aware. Like the natives were. Like the indigenous are. They know what it means. Our severed connection from nature is our severed connection to our soul. To cure depression and disease, coming back to ancient practice and how we evolved is the best way to proceed with healing. If you're sick, we used to fast. We used to have to fast anyway. It wasn't a privilege to fast. It was simply because there wasn't enough food to sustain us. We'd have one kill, one find, one day, and then for 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 or longer, no food at all. Or just berries, like one sardine, a bit of honey. This is why we weren't riddled with disease, because we were not inflamed. And not only is our body now inflamed because of our abuse and our indulgence in modernity, but also our minds are inflamed. Our souls are inflamed. Our memory is inflamed. It's not functioning. Our instincts are inflamed. Why am I using the word inflamed to refer to these blockages? Is because inflammation is like blocking information. And when you are inflamed, you're blocking your chakra energy, your flow of energy, your natural energy, your inner chi, your inner chi, your energy. That's what that is, your inner chi. And you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what power your sexual energy harnesses. You don't understand how much power your attention harnesses. How much power you used to have. How much knowledge you used to have. What type of knowledge you're actually made out of. How much influence you truly have over your reality and your mind and your soul. How spiritually connected are to you to your true spiritual calling. The one that tells you to protect and survive, ignite and alight, in day or at night. Do you ever listen to that? Because there's so many other things to listen to nowadays. Everything. The way an animal reacts to this world is how we deep down react to this world. But the world is made for us and not them, hence why we can cope with that constant reaction better than them. When a dog gets scared because a loud truck approaches, deep down we understand what the truck is. But when it pssts and it scares us, it's representing an unsafe environment. Or it's representing an unsafe climate to survive in constantly. Because we're the first. We're the first. And we won't be the last. But how in this modern day will we rekindle our connection to nature, you know? How do we do that? To rekindle our connection with nature, we need to remind ourselves what we were doing that long ago. 10,000 years ago. Hunting and gathering, walking around bare feet, getting the sun all over our body, climbing, killing, having sex, raising children. It's still what we do, but we do it in such a strange fashion nowadays. And I feel like everybody has an underlying unsettlement about it. And I think we'd be lying if we said we didn't. Because look at the state of the world. The state of the world is the embodiment of what's going on inside and how well we control it. How well we deal with that. How we safeguard our energy. Or do we let it just spill out into the world in the forms of war and grotesque tourism and abuse? So really, to remember who you really are, the king, the queen, the lion, the lioness, the hunt and the huntress, you must start to replicate old ways of being. Rekindle that. Rekindle that primal fire within you. And watch how your life changes. Watch how what you care about changes. Watch how what matters to you changes. Peace. Love yourself.